Welcome to another episode of The Pickpocket. Here at The Pickpocket, we utilize the NBA category in the Fanduel app to help you win money. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and also be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We got 200 subs. Thank you. We are now family. Let's shoot for 300. You guys are awesome. We appreciate the feedback and the love. You winning definitely motivates us. Happy Monday, and happy Monday as well. Mock lineup. If you are new to the channel, feel free to use a mock lineup we provide for you guys as a base and substitute players where you see fit to get your own taste for your own lineup. If there was ever a game built for a player, it's Brooklyn versus San Antonio and DeJounte Murray. He would have to have a really bad shooting night or foul trouble to stop him tonight. Other than that, his points, assists, rebounds, and steals should help him continue his hot streak. Mike Conley is like Murray in being a pickpocket favorite. Two-way players are rare, and these two still do it well. Conley is in a groove right now, shooting and finding himself putting up numbers in other boxes of the stat sheet. New Orleans has been point guard paradise recently. Saban Lee had a career Fanduel night versus them. And also, we really like Conley on the pickpocket simply because he's also very cheap. He's very cheap. We expect his price to go up in the future, but at that price, Conley is almost a must-have at $6,200. Victor Oladipo is facing a defense that is more than terrible versus shooting guards. His scoring and rebounding do most of the work, but he finds assists as well. Dylan Windler is your value fill-in, solid enough to help you out and provide at least 20 FDP with his increased clock and opportunity. Derrick Jones has been more than impressive, doing a little of everything for Portland and helping Lillard as much as he possibly can. Best part, Charlotte is coming off a back-to-back, and they gave up over 120 points, and PJ Washington had a career high. I believe he had around like 42 points as far as real-life points. He had 40-something points, yeah. Anyway, Michael Porter is no different. It's safe to say he is in rhythm. And look who's next, Chicago. He has shown he can be the third option behind Murray and Jokic. A double-double in the last 3 games with Jokic on the floor. Crazy. Porzingis is simple. He had a great game last game. Orlando has not one answer for him, and Aminu will likely be the matchup, and Porzingis, that's going to be barbecue chicken. He's just going to shoot right over him. PJ Washington is coming off of a career night, and now is going against the league's worst defense versus power forwards. Jared Allen has been an animal, not just rebounds and blocking shots, but he is actually scoring points as well. Houston has no big. That could be a long night for Houston. Core 5 lineup. We got Luka, Clarkson, DeRozan, Williams, and Embiid. Luka will probably lead all scorers tonight in the FVP. This game has triple-double written all over it. Orlando is still struggling to find consistency at the point guard position. Not good when someone like Luka is coming to town. Their best hope is that he gets lost somewhere in Disneyland. Clarkson is part of this because we originally had Donovan Mitchell, but in this game he can get off. His scoring will be there. He would need to provide more, and he will get every chance. New Orleans likes to play fast, and last time in their back-to-back with New Orleans, he provided solid games with more than scoring. DeRozan has been solid and consistent all season for a team that is flirting with playoff contention. He does everything, most nights leading them in assists or trading with Murray. He scores with ease some nights, and this will be one of those nights. Brooklyn still has an awful defense. The defense is atrocious. Williams isn't a typical player for this. It's because Denver has no real power forward playing, and he could see a ton of time. He can get off and boost your lineup. Joel Embiid can dominate any game he wants. This matchup is definitely in his favor. Sabonis is going to have a long night. Again, not everyone here is low usage, or Sabonis and Miles Turner. But anyway, again, not everyone here is low usage. You like those high usage players though. For the ones who are, Garland has a favorable matchup. Houston has been gracious to all point guards they've played who can go at them. He's more than capable. He can score and assist the ball. This shouldn't get out of hand, and he can provide plenty. It's a ton of point guards out there, so he may just be a good low usage player under the radar. Hardaway is streaky and probably has burnt you before. Understandable if you're like, I'm good on Hardaway. But Orlando has been more than welcoming to shooting guards who can score well. He can play well every night, but he can definitely push his FDP over that 25 FDP versus Orlando with scoring, rebounding, and a few assists. Trent cooled off, but still provides good value. Charlotte, again, has trouble stopping shooting guards or anyone. Coming off a back-to-back should help him, and also a slumping Terry Rozier. Danny Green, Lord have mercy. Danny Green, first appearance in a while, if ever. Danny Green's stats are usually atrocious. That's why we try to keep him off here. Yes, he is a solid defender, and he's a very streaky shooter, but we just try to stay away from him because he's just so streaky. But anyway, it's because Tobias Harris is out with injury that makes him worth looking at. He will shoot the ball no matter what. It's his steals and rebounds that help. He has had some good assist nights too, but if he catches fire, that can definitely be in your benefit. Doc Rivers is great at finding hot players. It helps to have Ben Simmons at your point guard to find your shooters because no one can stop him or Embiid one-on-one. Stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. We are definitely growing. I didn't have to hunt anybody down yesterday, so I unpacked my Rambo bag. So I'm good right now. So let's keep the streak going so I don't have to pack my Rambo bag again. But we've been doing well. So I put the bag up. Good matchup lineup. This lineup is meant to show you who has the best matchups tonight at each position, meaning the opposing team ranks bottom of the league in FTP allowed. You can sub them with teammates who are cheaper as well. Exception is Damian Lillard. The rest of this presentation, you're going to see these symbols The definition of these symbols are very important, so feel free to take a picture of this particular page with your cellular device, or you could just rewind the video. But these definitions are going to do a lot of the explaining for you. Cheat sheet, best performer lineup, players we believe will have the best night at their position. This is not a mock lineup. Cheat sheet, showdown lineup. You can swap Kyrie and DeRozan because they will provide about the same. Murray is the MVP here instead of Harden or Kyrie because he's been in such a great rhythm, and this game is built for him to have a great game with numbers. He scores, assists, steals, and rebounds as a guard. Harden is the closest option for us, but he's been in a slight slump lately. Harris and Johnson are good for you utility players who have no special point multiplier. Feel free to comment who you'll likely choose for this type of contest. Consider how much steal and blocks are worth with a multiplier. We want to shout out to B Legendary 247 for this idea. Cheat sheet cash lineup, be sure to mix this up to your liking per subscriber request. Let us know if you want more of these in future videos. Comment and drop a like. Value under 5K to your right, and you got another lineup over here to your left. Like I said, comment any questions or concerns you may have. Please drop a like because it really helps us out, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And thank you for choosing another episode of the Pickpocket DFS.